Joining me on Kumite Radio is undefeated New Zealand prospect John Brewin. He'll be fighting on December 22nd at Brave CF20 in the co-main event. What's going on, John?
Yo, what's up, bro? Thank you for the introduction, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah, no doubt. You are from New Zealand, but you represent Bali MMA out of Indonesia. What is the story behind you ending up in paradise?
Yeah, so that's correct, bro. From Auckland, New Zealand, and I'm all the way out here in Indonesia and Bali at the moment. I had a teammate, everything. He fought Edward Young last year for the world title and won championship, and he told me to come out, for 3 weeks and finish off his training camp with him, and then come and corner him. So I met everyone in Bali. Dude, a sick place to live. Kind of like Thailand before Thailand and Soi Thai developed the way it did. So we have this little slice of training, really elite training facility with all these good guys and great coaches and that sort of thing, but nobody really knows about it. So it's perfect. Like, the locals barely know about it, unless the restaurant you're going to is owned by a white guy. The people here don't really know what we're all doing out here. So my coach, Mike Ikile, at Major Fit on Instagram, if you guys want to follow that guy and our journey type of thing, he ended up getting the striking coach job here through everything, and he put me on, man. He sent me a message at the start of the year and said, "Yo, you can take a phone call," and I was like, trying to take a kickboxing fight, and I didn't want to take the call because I thought I was going to miss weight for it, and he had set it up, and I was like, all right, and I missed the call a couple times, and then he got me, and I was like, yo, Mike, I'm not going to make weight, and he said, bro, don't even worry about that fight, come here straight away, and so I booked the cheap flight like a week later, and it's been all good since then, bro, and just fighting and training full time now, which is a blessing where I'm from. I used to do a whole lot of odd jobs just to fight as an amateur, and this was my chance to do what I wanted to do for a living type of thing, from training other people, training myself, and then fighting in different places all over the world. It's a trip, man. It's a crazy journey that I'm on, and I got some of my best friends and new friends on it with me. So, yeah, man, I'm really grateful, bro.
How has training with the strong team out at Bali MMA enhanced your skill set?
Every way possible, So, Mike, my striking coach, left New Zealand for Thailand initially, and he ended up in Bali. And so I'm sitting there for a couple months, kind of missing his pad work, kind of missing his advice. And it's kind of really no secret, the high level of kickboxing we have back home. And so immediately anyone who fights MMA is going to gravitate towards that style in New Zealand. And so coming to a place where the gym was not run by that kind of background, where it was run by like the Leone brothers and my head coach, Don Carlo Klaus, and those guys are great wrestlers and great jiu-jitsu players as well, like really high-level black belts. And we have more black belts instructing at the gym and guys coming from all over the world with a high level of grappling. So now it means I'm getting both sides of the coin every single day, and it's no secret for me. Like I came out here and put my work in on the mats in the wrestling room and in the jiu-jitsu room, and I just benefited so much from not only the knowledge and the added techniques, but just from getting my ass kicked over and over, So that's like that pressure makes diamonds type of thing. There's no place in my mind that I would have benefited more from. So that gives me strength in my mind, and it's been shown through my performances. So yeah, I'm really happy being out here, man. The training is amazing.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You made your pro debut in April and smashed through the competition with relative ease. Now you're coming up on your 5th fight this year. That is such an incredible run. Does it seem almost surreal for you?
I mean, the craziest thing, the craziest thing could happen when you set your mind to something, you know. And I'm from a place where in New Zealand we have this thing that's called tall poppy syndrome, and what it means is it's like crabs in a bucket, you know. If somebody's doing well, people try to cut you down, and it almost breeds a mentality to just be content type of thing. And that's not to speak poorly about where I'm from, you know, in New Zealand. I love that place. It's one of the best places in the world to live. It's just how it is there, you know. You could be the best in the world, and if you make a mistake, everyone's going to let you know, and it almost discourages you from going for what you want to do and really trying to live out your dreams. So when I bought that flight out here, which is the craziest thing, this is where I pinch myself. This is where it really is surreal. Is I wrote down in a little notebook. I never set a goal in my life, never. I wrote down my goal for the year, and that was to get 4 fights, 4 pro fights, 4 wins, and be signed to a international organization. And for me, I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's a good goal, and it sounds achievable. And even as I was writing it down and reading it, when I got here, I was thinking, well, I could blow my knee out in 2 weeks to be back home in New Zealand on the benefit or something like that. And I just stayed true to that, man. I had my first 2 fights back to back, and it was almost like that challenge required so much strength and so much mental belief to get it done. I mean, who would advise someone to take their pro debut and their second pro fight 3 weeks apart? Most people would say, oh, man, you're going to get injured in your first one. How do you know you're going to make it to the second one? And I just said to myself, nah, I'm going to get out of that first one clean, and I'm going to clean house in the second one too. And I just believed that so much, and that's exactly what happened. And it kind of set a standard for me that now that is my mental approach. You know, I say now it's so much different to when I started fighting. I'm not afraid. I'm not worried. I'm not anxious. I say what I'm going to do to my in there for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. As soon as I sign that contract, take a look at my opponent. What I'm going to do is what I'm going to do, and so I'm not worried. I'm not doubting myself. It's all me from there on out. So yeah, it is a surreal thing. And I've got 3 more weeks now before I fight. And 3 days after my fight, I'm going to be back home in New Zealand, seeing my friends, seeing my family, and everyone that helped me get to this point. You know, so it's going to be a crazy New Year celebration, bro. That's for sure.
Your last appearance in the cage was at Brave 17, little over a month ago. You convincingly TKO'd Ahmed Amir, who is a fighter that I think the promotion was somewhat grooming into a contender. How was everything leading into that fight, and what were your thoughts on the performance you had?
Yeah, I mean, that's a funny narrative that I'll probably stick with for the rest of my career, is that I didn't feel going into that fight that they disliked me as a fighter. But it was just one of those things, you know. He was a KHK guy, and so was my opponent before that in Jakarta, actually. So they're from the team that owns Brave, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. And I know that is a fight game. You fight in someone else's home territory or whatever, then you're up against it. And I guess I just took that as a little chip on my shoulder, and I said, okay, sweet, I'm going to go in and ruin the party. It's their mistake for making this matchup and thinking the way that they're thinking, you know, thinking that maybe I'm a stepping stone for this guy. In my head, I went into that fight like there's a pile of cash in the middle of that cage, and this guy's going to fight me over it. And you wave a little bit of cash or something that's going to make a difference for me and my family and my friends and my team, I'm going to fight you to the death for it, bro. Like, it would be like, people make fighting into this big thing. If you walked outside and someone tried to steal your iPhone and it cost you $1,000, you're going to smoke this guy. You know what I mean? You're not going to think about what happens if my mom sees me getting slapped or something like that. No, you're going to fight just because, you know, that's what you do. So that was the experience for me, man. I was just thinking, like, here they are. They think this guy's going to walk through me. They think he's got the skill set to walk through me, but they don't know what it's like to be hit by me or to be in there and dealing with my reflexes and dealing with my power and my speed and everything that I bring into the cage, my mindset and that sort of thing. So that was my whole take on it. That's how I approach every fight. So even this fight, my coach been saying that same thing. Oh, they want you to lose to this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's true or if it's not true. I can't speak for those guys, but if that's the narrative that gets built, it suits me just fine, bro. Yeah, it's all good.
Speaking of your next fight, it will be in India. You're facing an aggressive fighter, Anas Siraj Mounir at Brave 20. What are your thoughts on the Moroccan?
I mean, it's hard. It's hard really to think about your opponents too much. You know, so I got asked this question a lot. Well, you always get asked this question. Everyone's always asking, "Oh, what do you think of the guy you're fighting?" And that sort of thing. Kind of like, what more can you say? You know what I mean? That's a man with 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 feet, and 1 chin. And his hands can find my chin, and mine can find his, and vice versa. You know, and with anything that you can do in the cage, which is basically everything besides punching them in the nuts. You know, so. I mean, I watched his fights, but he's fighting guys that aren't me. He's probably watched my fights where I'm fighting guys that aren't him. In terms of what I think of his style and stuff like that, he seems to have more of like the K1 style, which is cool because that's a style that I've seen a lot. But if I walk in there and he comes out with a split stance and bouncing like a karate man, well, then I guess I'm fighting a karate man, and I'll make the adjustments and fight the way I need to fight that. But really, I don't focus on what he's bringing to the cage because I could, just by thinking about him as an opponent, I can't make him any worse, you know. All I can do is channel my energy into making myself better and really just building my mindset and being strong and focusing on how if I show up the best of my abilities, there's no man at 155 that's going to beat me. And that might sound silly from a guy 4-0 and just getting started, but I don't care. You know, if you were to come and fight me right now, I don't care who you are. I think I'm going to win the fight. That's why I fight. You know. Otherwise, if I didn't think that, I would be doing something. I want to be the best. So if I can't be the best, I'm out of here, bro. So I'm better than this guy. That's all I can say, and I'm going to show it on December 27th.
Your approach to fighting, is it more of like, do you have a game plan for opponents, or are you more of a guy that goes in there and improvises in the moment?
Good question. I typically will see, you know, so they offer me a name, and I never ever say no. I've only had 4 pro fights, but I've had a lot of amateur fights, and I fought kickboxing as well and Muay Thai as well. Never ever said no. So I take a look at the guy, and he could have the most amazing thing going for him. But I look and I see, oh, I think I could probably hit him with this, and I think I could probably hit him with this, and I'll bounce that off my coach. He'll take a look, and he'll say, oh, look, you're better than him here, you're better than him here, and that's where we start. And by the end of that 3, 4, 5, 8 weeks or whatever, then we're saying, oh, we're better than him everywhere. You know what I mean? And so by the time it comes fight night, I don't really care where it goes. But obviously, I want to finish and I want to make it look cool. You know what I mean? I want to make it look good. And so sometimes I win a fight and I'm like, man, that's all good. But I watch the video and I'm like, man, that doesn't even look that cool. I should have done this. Or I should have done this. Maybe I should have worked this instead. But that's all in hindsight. And whatever happens, happens. So that is really my approach. I try to adapt as best I can. And I try to prepare as best I can. But at the end of the day, it's a fist fight. You know what I mean? Like anything can happen when people are slinging leather at each other. Man. Anything can happen. You slip, you bob, or weave the wrong way. It's a game of inches, and everyone's got a light switch at the tip of their jaw. You know, so um, yeah. I mean, I can't really predict too much, and I can only adapt so much. I only have certain tools. I'm not going to throw a rolling thunder in there or something like that because I think it might be open. Yeah, so no, I just give and take, man. It's give and take this game of fighting. So I just roll with the punches, you know.
They gave you the co-headlining spot this time around, and you mentioned earlier that the last couple fights, they were kind of bringing you into maybe you thought to lose against one of their guys, but it seems like now
Yeah.
they're saying a lot to you directly by giving you this platform. Do you get the feeling the promotion is investing in you more now?
Yeah, I do, bro. So I felt like maybe those other fights, you know, for these 4 fights that I've had, not really one to talk about like contracts or anything like that or whatever, but you know, it was just one at a time type of thing. Nobody signing me in because I don't deserve it, bro. I've had 4 fights, you know. When I got here, I had 0 fights, so I wasn't expecting people to roll out the red carpet and give me a 10-fight deal or something. But both my last fights were just the one-off with Brave, and now this one they're going to pick me up and they've locked me in now for you know the foreseeable future, and so I'm here to stay with Brave now, and I think now they recognize. I think that's just kind of like a sign, you know. They recognize what they got on their hands. They recognize that even though I'm fresh in the game, I'm 4-0. It only takes a couple more first round KOs for me to be up there, not just in Brave, but in terms of being looked at by everybody, you know. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to smoke another few opponents and call for the bout and in the next year or two, and just be knocking on every door that's available for me. So yeah, now I feel like they know what they got in their hands. They got potentially someone who can deliver big knockouts, big finishes, highlight real fights every time I step into the cage. And yeah, I mean, I might not be from their part of the world, and I'm out here in Asia. I might not be like an Asian guy, which is a joke in the gym, you know. Like one championship ain't trying to sign me, bro. That was for damn sure. But I'm still like, I think I can still get fans behind me one day. You know, I've got virtually none at the moment. So apart from my boys and all my fans back home in New Zealand, my friends and stuff like that. But I used to always say, man, every time I fight with 0 fans in the audience, and that's just fine with me, man. As long as I get to do what I like to do, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm happy with it, man.
All right, man. December 22nd, Brave CF20 co-main event. John Brewin faces Anas Siraj Mounir in a lightweight bout. It's an incredible opportunity for you, John. I'm excited for you. And it was great chatting with you. It was the first time, but man, I see myself speaking with you many, many more times, man.
Hey, thank you, bro. Yeah, it's an honor, man. I know Kumite Radio. Bro, I've been following this, and I'm seeing all the big names pop up, doing interviews and doing the podcast and everything like that. So anytime, it's like you were saying, man, parts of this life can be surreal at times. So you know, people in this game that want to talk to me, I'm thinking, man, last year ain't nobody want to talk to me or call me or ask me what I'm doing. So I think I'm getting some good opportunities out of this. So yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity, bro. I'm thankful to Brave for putting me on again and giving me another shot before I go home and celebrate Christmas and New Year's. And just before I go, give a shout out to all my sponsors and all my team, all my coaches, all my family and friends, my girlfriend, and everyone that's helped me get to this point, because it's not a one-man show, you know. It really is the culmination of everything that you go through in life when you fight, you know, because you're fighting for your life and everything in it. So I'm fighting for my boys, I'm fighting for my team, my sponsors, everyone I just mentioned. That's who I'm putting on for when I'm in there in the cage. And yeah, man, I look forward to speaking again with you, bro, and appreciate the opportunity once again. So thank you, bro.